Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let me get situated here, put some lights on. Oh, Miss Dory's here, everybody. All right, let me get situated. Like, I feel like this is the first time I've ever done one of these. All righty. Let me find us here. Switch to Stampin' Sue. There I am. All right. Okay, so let's see if anyone's going to join us tonight. It's such a beautiful day out. Oh, and there goes my other glue bottle falling behind my desk. It's a beautiful day out. Not sure if anybody's even going to be able to stop in. Get a drink. Get a drink. Let's give it just a minute and see what all happens. See a couple other demonstrators that are coming on for their live chats. So maybe that's where everybody goes. You guys going and dissing me, watching someone else? Got glue all over my desk here. What's going on? When you come in, be sure to say hi so that we know that you are here. I'm just going to give it a minute. Hi, Kathy. It has been so long. And we miss you too. Welcome in. I wasn't sure if anyone was going to be able to join tonight. It's so beautiful out. Who wants to be inside, right? I've been inside all day though. Went out to get the mail on the porch. That was about it. That was about it. I did do a video today. I did a embroidery video today. If you didn't see that, go and watch on my YouTube channel. I did two little cute bee coasters, mug rugs, whatever you'd like to call them. People call them all different things. But I think they came out really cute. Someone had said they weren't sure about the colors I was using, but when I was all done, they thought that it came out nice. So this was the one that I did on the YouTube video, not live. And this was my first sample one. So I think my sample one came out just as nice as the other one. And they're super nice. Put on your desk. Put your coffee on that. Protect your desk. So had a lot of fun doing that. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that, go over to Stitchin' with Sue. No, yeah, Stitchin' with Sue on YouTube. I had to think. Okay, so first off, the new catalog arrived. And I feel like such a tease because this is all I can show you is the cover. And I don't know, it just seems like it's a little thin. Let me grab the current catalog. Yeah, it does seem a little thinner, but I do have crap in here too. 184. Let me see how many pages are in here. 176. So it is a little thinner. But I do have other papers in this one as well. So this will become, fix myself here. I keep hitting the handle on my Big Shot. This will be available May 2nd, May 2023 to April 2024. It's hard to believe, isn't it? But look at the pretty color. I love it. I think it's nice, fresh, bright. The last two catalogs that came out, they kind of resembled one another. So I'm kind of glad this one took a little spin. The Daisy stamp set and whole bundle is going to be very popular. I just, and we're celebrating 35 years this year. And I just placed my order the other day. I hesitated, wasn't sure what to get on a limited budget. And, well, I'll show you what I get when it arrives. I don't anticipate it for another 2 weeks though, because it's really things between demonstrator ordering and last chance list. Don't forget that. That's going on right now. A lot of things are selling out. Retired inks, retired product with those ink colors. Tons of stuff is going, but lots of new stuff is coming, so it's always exciting. So I have a few cards to share. I'm not sure if I shared these or not, but all I know is I haven't shared anything, so I'm thinking I didn't. And if I did, well, then you'll get to see them twice. Okay, so first one I got was, and I'm thinking I may have shown this one already, but who cares, right? This one came from Mary. You make a difference every day. And Mary always sends cards with very encouraging words. And I really do appreciate it. And let me see, do I have to come up higher? I don't know. I had to readjust things here. So a real pretty card with the teacups. I'm going to miss that set and the paper. They're all retiring. And yeah, it's sad. But, you know, it's needed, right? So next I have one from Sherry. And I think I saw you here, Sherry. Did I see you here, Sherry? There you are, Sherry. Hi, group. It's beautiful today. Love the coasters. So cute. Hi, Fran. Welcome, welcome. You got your catalog today, Kathy. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. So this one came from Sherry. And another stamp set and punch, I believe. I believe the punch is going too, but the bundle is definitely going. The fish is a wish, or fish for a wish, and she sent this beautiful card, thinking of you, and love the little embellishments on here, and I love the fun fold. You know me, I get very confused with fun folds. Hi, Dory. Dory, people are saying hi. But really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Sending well wishes, and I'll tell you, it's been up and down like a roller coaster lately. I don't know if I'm coming or going sometimes. And then I found this one, and I'm not sure if I shared this one or not. This is from Virginia. She's down in Sneads Ferry, North Carolina. And I'm thinking I didn't share this one, but I love the simplicity. It's just your basic white, a little stamped image, a little color, thinking of you, and love it. She put her little stamp on the back, made with love, with her name. It's just so refreshing. I just love the simple cards. And it's funny that I say that because I think the cards I have to share with you tonight are fairly simple. I have to try to remember how to do them because I prepared them a few weeks ago. And when I didn't come live that night, let me get another drink. I'm going to run out of water here. Oh, I've been thirsty all day long. Oh, I want to share with you something else. So for demonstrators that are with Paper Pumpkin, Stampin' Up's coming out with a fun, oh, and there's a bee out there out the side of the window. No, you go away. You don't be thinking of building your little nest anywhere on my house. Oh, those little bees, well, hornets, I guess it was. Stampin' Up is doing a promotional thing for demonstrators where we can win $25 of spending money. And this is going to be a part of what Paper Pumpkin's going to be for May. And this is the outside of the box, which is what they're kind of showing. But I think the box does come colored. But what they're telling us to do is to print this off and to color it in and submit it. And demonstrators will vote on it. And the one that gets the most, I don't know how many of them prizes they're giving away, but they're giving away $25 gift certificates. So I jumped on that, right? So I put my regular basic white cardstock in my printer, and I printed this one, and I really think it's a pretty picture. And I first tried it out just by doing it on regular paper, but then I thought, well, if I'm going to do any kind of watercolor or anything, well, you know, the regular plain old copy paper isn't going to work. So I did, now let me see, I have to look at it because I'm not sure which is which. Okay, I printed this one off on shimmer white cardstock. Is that the shimmer white? No, this one is the thick ultra white, the thick. And I did this one. Hi, Mary. I did this one strictly with our blending brushes. Yeah, the brushes. I added a little bit of, for the flowers and that, a little bit of darkness on here with using our Stampin' blends. And I got a lot of compliments on that one. So, you know, I couldn't stop at just one. So if you're a demonstrator, be sure to go to the Paper Pumpkin Demonstrator Connection and download your black and white photo, print it off, color it in, take a picture of it, and share it under the comments where it mentions about being entered into the drawing. So then, of course, I couldn't stop at one, and this one curled up, even though I kind of went and I even glued it to another piece. Then I went and did this one on shimmer white cardstock, which is retiring. And this one I did with watercolor pencils and some water, of course, and just, this was my other submission. But I had so much fun making these. I thought that they were really, really fun. I was really shocked at this one, just by using the blending brushes, what a look you can get just with that. I thought it was great. And now the flowers, I did use the Stampin' blend, the markers, not the mark. What do you call these? What do you call these? Oh my gosh, I can't. The blends, the Stampin' blends. I use those in a couple spots, like these brighter colors. But yeah, check it out. Now, if you are a customer and you would like to participate in this, maybe we can do our own little color achievement. So let me know. Shoot me a message. Let me know if you want it. I can post the picture on our page here, and then you just download it and print it from your home computer. And it could be fun to see what everybody comes up with. So I love this. I'm always up for a challenge, and I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Okay, so let's see. What do you guys think? Which one do you like? All right, let's see. Who did I miss? Only blending brushes. What? Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. Okay, so let's get on with the show, shall we? Alrighty. So, like I said, it's going to be simple tonight. It's going to be basic, but beautiful. And I found out after I had this all planned, Honeybee Home with the dies is retiring. But I already had this planned, so it's not like, you know, I'm thinking like, yeah, they didn't buy this one, I better hurry up and push it. Nope, 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 nope. So Honeybee Home is what I'm working with tonight. And I have a little bit of Memento ink. And let's see here, what all do I have? I don't even remember. How sad is that? I have some blending brushes here. So I'm going to use some Old Olive Flirty Flamingo. And look how that, the color faded on that. I moved my ink pads to a different spot. Fresh Freesia, which, don't worry, not retiring. It's coming back. So I believe all three of these are going to be available. Somebody let me know if I am not correct. And I know I have some blending brushes that aren't Stampin' Up, but nobody say. Nobody tell anybody, right? That's our secret. Okay, so let me share with you the first card. So basic white is going to be what we're going with today. And hold on a sec. Let me get all my components out. My little sticky doos are stuck in there. Come on out. Okay. So let me share the card. Get my little doodads here. Okay, so here is the first card. Very simple, basic, something that all of you can do no matter what colors you have or don't have. So I thought blending brushes, I'm like hooked on those lately. So this is the first card that I'm going to demonstrate for you tonight. And I'm going to be using 3 different blending brushes. I like to keep the color, each one for a separate color hue. So that's what I have there. So first off, I have a piece of, and I didn't mark these down. What is this one? 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have my base card, which I'm going to go ahead and fold that. So I hope you all had a wonderful Easter. I had a great Easter. We actually took pictures this year, believe it or not. But I do ask if you can all say a special you have a removed. Yeah, I cannot think of things anymore. To have her gallbladder removed. She has gallstones. She's been suffering with different things. They didn't know if it was cardiac. They didn't know if it was GI. They didn't know what it was. Finally, after all the testing, they finally said, you know, that she has gallstones and they're going to remove her gallbladder. So just, if you all can say a special prayer for her, just keep her in your thoughts. I would appreciate that. Old Olive. So I've been trying to keep myself because I tend to think too much. And, you know, we don't want to think too much. We want to think happy thoughts. All right, so I'm going to go right into my ink pad. I'm going to tap off a little bit. And I'm going to start down here at the bottom. I'm going to do a little bit of green. Then I'm going to go with a little bit of Flirty Flamingo. Oh, can you see that? Why is my camera so far? It's like moving or something. Can you see that? Okay, I think that's better. I think it's like sliding or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to go with Flirty Flamingo next. And you're going to add a little bit of Flirty Flamingo. Now, don't forget, when you're doing something like this, it's always best to add a little. You could always go back and add a little bit more, but kind of hard to take away sometimes. All right, there's a little bit of that. Lost signal. I'm sorry, but could you tell me who has got? Oh, I'm sorry. Michelle. Michelle does. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's in the hospital right now. They finally gave her something to eat. Poor kid was starving, but they weren't sure what they were going to do. Next is the freesia. So if you could just say a little prayer. Oh, that's a little bright for me, but that's okay. You could just say a little prayer for her. I don't know yet what time or anything as far as that, but I'm sure she'll let me know when she finds out too. Okay. Let me close these up. So that's a little bright for me. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this over again because that's a little too much for me. I just want to do faint. So let me just use the colors that's already on the brushes. I'm just gonna go light. And you know, one of the good things with Stampin' Up's papers is that there are two sides. So if you kind of don't like how one turns out, you know, go ahead and turn it over. There we go. That's better. That's more with the look I was going for. Okay. I want to close these up because I don't trust myself. Okay, so that's going to be our base. Now I'm going to do a little Miss You. I want to use that stamp, Miss You. Here it is right here. You get a block. Yeah, so I'll tell you, my family has certainly had their share of things going on lately. But I'm sure all will work out well. She'll be feeling better and on her way back home in no time. The boys are going to be missing her. So... and Delilah. Okay, so we're going to do a little Miss You here. Just like that. Miss You. And let me get... I washed my chamois. And I forgot that I did. I threw them in the washer with towels and that. And I guess I must have put them in the dryer too. Because all that came back out were 2 little ones. So my other big one must be... Do I have another big one or 2 big ones? I don't remember, but they must be in there somewhere. Oh, and there's a dory here. Okay, so let's put that aside. So what I did ahead of time is I stamped 3 of the flowers. So I stamped 3 of these, and I had done that ahead of time. And I'm just going to use some of my blends to color with. So here's the colors we have. We have Light Daffodil Delight. We have Light and Dark Fresh Freesia. We have Light and Dark Granny Apple Green. And we have the Light Balmy Blue. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use. Now, ahead of time, I did do 2 of the bees. I did one of this bee and one of this other bee. And these are the only kind of bees I like. So you bees outside, you bees just keep going because I don't want you here. So I'm going to take the, what did I say this was? The Granny Apple. And I'm just going to go into the flowers. Let's see. And I'm just going to add some color. It's hard to see here. This one. Nice. And I'm just going to do lightly, just add some color to them. I should take my glasses off because I could see better. Which I ended up being sick the last round of chemo drugs when I was supposed to have my eye doctor appointment. I was so sick from the drugs I had to cancel the appointment, and now I have to wait until June for that appointment. So I was so sad that I wasn't able to go. Alright, now I'm just going to add a little bit more color to that. Just to kind of color that in a little bit more. But I'm a little nervous because the next round, they already contacted me. The next round of chemo's coming around already. So it's a 5-day cycle on, 28-day cycle off. And the medication was very strong last time. I had terrible 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks of not feeling well. And then I ended up with stomach problems because, you know, it just did funky things to my stomach. And, oh, I'll tell you, I'm not looking forward to this time. All right, and let's go ahead and color in these flowers really lightly. Add some color to them. So, yeah, they already called. They said, oh, next week we're coming for blood work, and then you know after that it's going to be your next round. And I just did like a heavy, and this is going to be 6 months of treatments for that. And plus I'm still wearing my lovely headgear. And what color did I use there? I think I used, it looks like pink. I did purple, green. Where's the flamingo? I guess I must have done flamingo too. Oh, look at my nubby here. I'm going to have to use the other end. Yeah, that looks like pink I did. Yeah, flamingo. Okay, we're just going to go lightly with this because I need a new set of these markers. So anyhow, other than that, things are going well. I had a wonderful Easter. We had a great time. Ricky and Aaron ended up going up to her parents, so they weren't here. But Ricky's birthday is coming up, and oh my goodness, it's the end of this month, and it's so hard to believe. It's going to be 36. When he was over the other day, I said to him, wow, you're close to 40. He looked at me and goes, yeah, thanks. Well, you know, I mean, yeah, you know, he is. I don't think he liked that. I'm going to go with the fresh freesia. And then I'm going to use the die to cut these out. Yeah, I don't think he appreciated that. I said, well, you know. And then we got into the gray hair thing, you know, because I guess he was looking in his girlfriend's hair. And, you know, because unfortunately, he picked up my genes as far as, you know, the hair. So the poor kid, he's like gray, you know, but I said, well, you know. They're wisdom. They show wisdom. That's what they do. Okay, there we go. Good enough. Okay. So now I need the die. I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to do them off camera, off to the side. Is this the die? Yep. Only because I have it on a little table here, and it'll work well over there. Okay. So let me cut these out. I'm going to use a little piece of this sticky Post-it note. Oh, do you hear that bird out there? I don't know what kind of bird it is, but it almost sounds like he says, birdie, 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 birdie. I don't know if that's a cardinal, maybe. All right, let me run these through. Come on. I used some alcohol wipes and I cleaned off my my emboss machine and the plates. All right, let's see what we got. We got one. And I found, you know, I always struggle with trying to get these cut out, you know, so that they're cut out, you know, kind of perfect. And I realized it's best to bring the whole thing to your desk like this and do it that way, as opposed to sitting on top of the machine, because then, you know, it tends to wiggle out of its way, you know. And all right, here's two. So what was it here today? I think it said, the time I checked, 89 degrees. Is that crazy or what? And I was thinking this morning when I woke up, it was so nice and cool because I left a few of the windows open a little bit. And it was just crisp. You know, it just, you know, like, oops, it smelled good. You ever have that, you know, where it's just, everything is cool and smells good? Because I have issues with smell since when I had COVID, but then it ended up, every now and then I get these weird smells that I don't know the reason why, whether it has something to do with the chemo or my head or I don't know what, or maybe I'm just nuts, but it just smelled so nice, like almost, not like when it rains, but just, I don't know how to explain it, but it smelled good. So I think tonight I'm going to end up leaving windows open again downstairs. All right, there we go. So let me fix myself in the chair. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this card together. So this is going to go right on top. I'm going to make sure you all can see. But when the retirement list came out, I went through, you know, the colors, the stamps. I didn't do the dies and the embossing folders. I think once I got done with all the rest, I was kind of like, yeah, I can't do any more. But I'm surprised how much I'm losing this time around. It just seemed like a lot of my favorites, you know, are going to be leaving me. But, you know, a lot of good ones are coming. A lot of good ones are coming. So, okay. So now we're going to put on these. So the pink one is going to go flat. Oh. Come on. Oh, there's a little one piece of this that didn't poke out. Come on. Okay, let's try this again. This one's going to go flat. Put that here. Like so. Whoop. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? My hands are sticky now from the glue. Okay. I think I need a little bit down here. And then, yeah, sticky. This one I'm going to put dimensionals on. I'm going to use the minis because there's not a whole lot of space on here. But boy, it's a little warm up here. There's that bird again. A little bit toasty upstairs. I was up here earlier and it wasn't so bad, but once the sun tends to come around the house to the back, it warms up things a little bit. With the ceiling fans on, so, and I'm not doing any embossing. If you're going to do embossing, FYI, turn your ceiling fan off. All right, there's that one, and now we have this one. I should have spread it out a little more. I know, I kind of like, oh, I should have done this, should have done that, but whatever. We are not going to let it worry us because it's handmade and it's going to be beautiful. So how many of you have the Honeybee Home Suite? Last thing I checked, I don't believe it has sold out yet. I know a lot of the things have sold out. The Stamparatus has sold out. That's sold out like right away. And all the components that went along with it, they all sold out. There we go. That's not too bad. Not too bad. And then I found these little pearls. Oh, let's put the bee. So I have a big bee here. That's going to go on the outside. And then we'll do our little sprinkle of pearls. And I think last week Mary was saying about the rhinestones and that. I was looking in my catalog today and they are in there. So they must have just reconfigured that and the pearls because they are in there in the new catalog. So they're not retiring. There's that. And then I believe I had another bee. Oh, here he is. And I just tucked him inside. So no worries there, Mary. We aren't losing our pearls and rhinestones. They're just reconfigured. Okay, we'll put him in there. Oh, and I keep hitting everything with my elbow. Let me just tidy this up a tad. Did my battery die? I think I need new batteries for my little ladybug. She's sounding a little draggy. All right, you take a rest there. Okay. So now on the outside, I found these pearls. I think they're left from a paper pumpkin or something. Oh, and there's that cat hair again. So I'm just going to sprinkle a few of them. I like when I have leftover pearls and embellishments, I just throw them all in a basket. So I couldn't really tell you where they're from because they're just kind of loose in there. But you can use the regular pearls, iridescent pearls. I'm going to leave them right there. And, of course, a little bit of Wink of Stella. Right? Oop! Oh, dear. Where's my towel here? I just refilled this Wink of Stella with some alcohol. And I guess she was getting juicy there. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of Stella. So when you think that your Stella is done, just pop that black cap off and pour in a little bit of rubbing alcohol and shake it up. And what that does is that picks up all the residuals of the components of the inside and shake it all up, and it will extend your Wink of Stella. Now you can do that multiple times. Multiple times you'll be able to do that until you find that, well, it's pretty much been exhausted and there's no more to be had. But there is the first card. I know it seems like it took me forever, didn't it? So I think that that's real pretty. Miss you, and I left it blank. But I'm not sure if you can see the shimmer of the Wink of Stella, but she really does add a lot to a card. All right, let's put her aside. Where's my drink? Let me get a drink. And I believe she was on the backlog of ordering. So Stella is very popular. Okay, next card. Next card, I'm going to be incorporating one of my favorite sets of dies, the deckled rectangle dies. So these would be them. They go and have kind of like a torn edge to them. I really, really like them. And then something new on the list that comes out where they introduce new products. So this you will not find anywhere in the catalog. It's an online exclusive, and it's called Radiating Stitches Dies. And I'm gonna, if I could open it, I'm gonna show you what all comes in this. And this one, I'm not sure if it's on back order or still available, but it comes with this background. It has another, I have these put together because I'm going to be cutting them out at the same, but they're separate. And then it has another one here. So it has 3 of the rectangles, and then there's a circle, and there's a heart, and then a smaller circle that fits in there. And again, these are Radiating Stitches dies, and the number is 161595. And again, online exclusive, so definitely check out online exclusives because you won't find it in a catalog anywhere. So that's where that came from. All right, let me share with you the card that I'm going to do next. And I only have 2 cards because I thought this one might be a little bit involved, you know, not too much, you know me. So here is this one. Again, another card with the white on white. Very pretty card, little bit of layering. We're going to be using the the brushed brass butterflies, and also the foam adhesive strips. So we're going to use those, and we're actually going to be using some Stampin' Right markers. I know, I never used those, right? And I do have a little bit to tell you about those as well. Okay, so let's get this going. If I remember correctly, I'll put my card there. Now, our markers, if you noticed in the catalog, they have listed our markers that are retiring. Well, they're not retiring, but they're being reconfigured. So what Stampin' Up! Has done is instead of this thin, very, very thin writing tip, it's going to be more of a bullet tip. They're just a tad longer, but the tad longer is in the cap. So this part will be extended a little bit. I believe, I haven't gotten mine yet, but I believe it's a little bit thicker, still has 2 tips. The configuration of the color inside has been configured. They have adjusted that. So I think we're all going to be real happy with that when they come. Now I did, when I placed my order, my original order was I wanted all the new ink pads, I wanted all the refills, all this, that, and then I saw how much it was going to cost. I was like, okay, well, I have to reconfigure now because I can't get all of that at one time. I'll have to go back and order a little bit at a time. That's why I brought up at the last Facebook Live, if anyone was interested in wanting to get all the colors, if you'd be interested in doing a color club where like every month, you know, you put an order in and everybody gets, you know, the colors, so we can slowly add the colors without having to make a huge investment. So that offer is still on the table, so let me know if you're interested. Okay, so with these 2, what I did, let me get plates so I can share. I already have them cut out, but I'll let you know. So I took the 2 of these. So this is the big plate, okay? So you would put that on your cutting plate and or flip them over, whatever works for you. And then I put the other one on the inside and had about the same amount going all around. And then with a Post-it note or washi tape, whatever's your fancy, I stuck them down like that, ran them through. Oh, I also did Where's the other one? I did this one too. You can do them all at one time. You can put this one in there too. And you can run all three at one time, and then you have that layering effect. Okay? So then when you do that, you put this aside. When you do that, you'll have this really pretty radiating, look at how pretty those lines are on there. Let me put this aside. So you'll be able to have that piece, and then you will have, this is your other piece where it kind of has like a decal in the center with using the deckled dies. If you didn't want, you can use that other one I showed you before, but I like this little decal edge on here. Can you see the decal edge? Maybe you can on the black a little bit better. And then what that also did, I cut out, this was a piece for the inside. So just doing the layers, but these decals are, they just add a little extra touch to your card. I know I've shown these before, but they do a nice layering effect as well. And they're all going to come flying out now. So you can do layering of all different layer sizes. You know, you can run them all through at one time and make a whole bunch of different frames with it. But I really like these. These are one of my faves. You tuck them all inside before I end up losing them. Okay. So now this piece here that I trimmed out, this was from the center. So when I did this radiating one, the inside, this is what you get from that, okay? So that's the piece that I'm going to use to color with. And I'm using our regular markers because you know what? I hardly ever use these. So I have fresh freesia and I have soft succulent. So fresh freesia we know is staying. Soft succulent, we're going to be saying bye-bye to that. But my markers are like brand new because I never use them. But when you're coloring small areas like this, you can get away with using the markers. Now I'm interested to see what the new ones are going to be like. Also, another thing to keep in mind is they said they reconfigured the ink. So don't, word of caution, when you order a new ink pad, always order the refill. And they did recommend not to use old refills on new pads and new refills on old pads. So, of course, all my old pads are going to be the colors I already have, and the new pads will, of course, be the new colors. So that's how I'm going to be able, I'm going to put a little dot on my refills so that I know what they go with. So however you want to configure so that you remember which refill goes with what, you come up with whatever system will work for you. Those are leaves. So again, I'm just going to color these in. I'm not going to do anything fancy schmancy. I'm using the brush tip, and it'll be exciting to see what the new configuration is going to be. All right. Okay, so let's just go, and you see that they color really nice. They're probably my most favorite go-to when I think of using them when I'm doing smaller spaces, because with the larger spaces you tend to get those lines, you know, from coloring. But when you're doing things like this, you know, this is okay to do. Let's see, what did I miss? I missed a little thing down there. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm also going to take my blender brush, and I want to give this a little bit of color. And whatever color is still remaining on here, this is what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to add a little bit of color to this. Just like that. Good enough. Let me get that yucky rag out of here. All right, so now to put this card together, this piece is going to get adhered to over the top of this, but we're going to add a little bit of dimension to that. So we're going to use these foam adhesive strips. So how many of you have these? You ordered these and maybe you have not used them. Get them out. They're good for using with shaker cards. Got 2 strips in here. Let's get some of these. And what I'm going to do with this is on the back of this frame, I'm going to put these. Now you can very easily turn this card into a shaker card if you choose to put some plastic down first, a window sheet, and go from there, but I'm choosing not to do that. Oh my gosh, come on. It's like my hands don't want to work tonight. They're saying, yeah, we worked too hard today. We don't want to work. And don't forget, when you peel these off, you still have your outside edges. Okay, so, you know, use every bit. Just like when you use your dimensionals. Use every little bit. Let me peel the backing off if I can. There we go. Here. Okay. Now this is going to go over the top. Let me bring in my mat. So I'm going to peel them all off the backing. So you all still here with me? Anybody have any plans for the weekend? I did get to cut my grass the other day, and I was telling them on my YouTube video this morning. I was in the shower today, and I think I did something to my left side because, I ended up with this pain in the shower that I thought, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry up and get dressed, because if I have to call 911 because the pain was so severe, I had to literally walk bent over like an old lady to get out of the shower. It was so bad, so bad. But I'm thinking when I was lifting the lawnmower, I might have pulled a little something. And that's probably what happened there. Okay, so this piece is going to get glued on here. I feel like a little frog in my throat. Let me take this out from under here. But this is just such a simple card. And again, if you don't have these frames, use the frames that you have. You know, kind of use the same type of layout and do with what you have. All right, that looks good. Gonna glue that flat. And then I have this piece is gonna go over the top. And did I put any on that? Let me double check. No, I didn't. I just glued that down. This will get glued down flat. So there we go with this. And then I stamped and cut out So Glad We're Family. That's going to go up here at the top, and I'm using dimensionals for that, the little mini ones. Where's the other sheet? Here we go. I'll put that on there. Okay. So this is going to be kind of, well, this one, I guess I don't need that one on the end. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on that one instead. And where's my bees? I have a little bee to put down here in the corner. Like that. And then I have my butterflies. Let me get this guy, he's like stuck under there. Come on. Okay, so So I'm going to put a bee in here like he's going to the flower. Just to kind of fill up that little space in there. So he's heading to the flower. And an extra bee, one for the inside. Put him up there. And the brushed butterflies, because I love them so much. And if you don't have these, you need these. I have only the large ones left. So I'm going to put one up here. I'm going to put one down here. One over here. Love those. I think they're so fun. Knock everything over, Sue. And a wink of Stella. Let's bring her in again. And add some to the flowers. A little bit of the wing of the bees. And one on the inside. And there we go. What did I forget? Did I forget anything? No, I don't think so. So there is another pretty card. So glad we're family. And that's crooked. So I'll have to fix that. And little bee on the inside. And then this was my sample card. So I think they came out cute. I'll move all this crap aside. But yeah, definitely check out the 60% off some of the items that are retiring and grab some of that. And I do want to let you know too, when the new catalog comes out, there's going to be new pricing as well. So I did post, I believe I posted the other day, the different items that the price is going to go up. Definitely cardstock. I can't remember what else, but there were a few items that the prices are going up. So you might want to grab some of those items now and stock up. And I do have the host code. It's the same host code from March. So it's posted down at the top of my Facebook page. So if you were to place an order, just click on that. And you're automatically, the host code is automatically attached to your order. But I think these cards came out really, really cute. I love the simplicity with just a little bit of color. I will post pictures of them here on the Facebook group. And let me just go and see if I missed any comments. Very pretty. Oh, hi, Nancy. Rubbing alcohol, that's no fun. No, not like vodka. I actually have to, when I have to make changes to these arrays that I have on my head for my cancer treatment, I have to shave my head, and then I have to use an alcohol wipe on my head. So I've learned, do not do that right after shaving, because, oh, that hurts. But if only I could just pour vodka over my head, then that would be nice. But you have Honeybee home, Kathy? Oh, I love it too. Didn't that Christmas paper pumpkin have a Santa you stamped? You stamped the die. It was a Santa I got from another demo that I printed. The set's growing me. Oh, put them in action. Okay, I'm going to have to go back, and I think I missed a lot of comments here. So I will go back. I won't have you all have to scurry through them all. All of it takes a soup. Oh, no, thank you. Yay for pearls. I know, I love pearls. Rubbing alcohol, very pretty. You're in trouble, so pretty. Do you know what they retire? Why they retired the Stamparatus? Well, here's the reason why. Since the Stamparatus came out, there was a lot of issues with other competitors. And Stampin' Up! Went through a lot. Now, I think our Stamparatus was a lot different than competitors. But TH was one of them. And the M1 is another one. And I guess there was just so much drama with all of that. They decided to just pull it. because it was just too much aggravation to deal with, these other companies saying that, we stole their idea, where we had a very legitimate different product. They didn't have multiple plates. They didn't have plates that come out and you can move them around. So that is the reason with the Stamparatus. It just was an aggravation for Stampin' Up, and just to let it go. That's why. Hi, Jenny. Better late than never. Oh, always good to see you. These are beautiful. Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, you could go back. I will post this, and I will put it over on my YouTube channel at Stitchin' with Sue, that you can watch from the beginning if you want. Sometimes it's painful to watch in the beginning. Maybe you're better off just coming in the end and seeing the final product. But they're really quick, easy to do. If you don't have these sets, use what you have. If you want to stock up on product before the prices go up, definitely take advantage of that. We still have a few weeks left in April before the new catalog comes out. And if you missed it in the beginning, I did share, which is all we can share right now, is the cover. And I do notice that it's a little bit thinner. I thought it was a lot more, but I think my other one, I just have paper shoved in it. But it's a pretty catalog. A lot of great items in here. New stamp sets, of course, all the new ink colors, all the new embellishments, some new products that are going to attach onto your poker tool, which is exciting. So you know how these come out. There's new attachments that you can get to attach to your poker. So that's always exciting, new products. And yeah, as soon as I can get mine, like I said, it's probably going to be another 2 weeks yet. I didn't do the extra $35 for express shipping, because to me that's a stamp set. So I'll just wait until it comes. And I was late in putting my order in. I just put it in the other day because I was trying to configure what I could afford, how much I could get at this time in order to get the most of my money, but be able to have colors. So it'll be exciting for you to see what I decided to do. And if anybody's interested in doing a color club where you can slowly get the new colors instead of having to dish out all the money at once, let me know. Of course, the best offer yet to do, if you want everything, which when you see the new catalog you're going to want, is of course to join the Stampin' Up team, my team of Sweet Bee Stampers. We'd love to have you. And of course you can get your kit and pick all new items with your kit. And it's a great time to join because we're all starting fresh with a brand new catalog. So let me know if you have questions on that. Those of you that are demonstrators, check your numbers. This month is a pending month. So if you have not submitted your qualified orders per the Stampin' Up protocol, definitely check to make sure you have enough in so you don't lose your demonstratorship. And I'm going to end on that note. If anybody ever has any questions or anything, you want to talk about anything, you know that I'm always here for you all. And I want to thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a little bit with me. I really do love bringing you all these fun projects. I don't know yet what I'm going to do for next week. So if anyone has any suggestions, please feel free to shoot me a message and let me know. So until next week, friends, have a wonderful weekend. Please be safe out there and stay cool. And we will see you next week. All right, everyone. Bye.